So, I am going to do a video talking about what I'm doing, and this is my vision board mid-year reset. And I talked about this yesterday, and the whole goal is just to realign. I think that, and I'm speaking for myself, and so I know someone's resonating with this. Often we'll start the year one way with goals, with vision, with all of this, excitement. And somewhere along the way, probably third month in the year, we haven't completed any of our goals. And I thought in the past, I found myself, or I would think, oh, well, I guess I'm just not going to get to it. Now I'm realizing that the mid year, this time of year, is actually a great time to either start on some goals or complete some goals that I had already started, but I had to start seeing it. I had to start reframing the narrative around what I perceived as failure, right? About my New Year's goals, and just think of it as some of them I started and I need to adjust. Some of them I hadn't started yet because maybe it wasn't time. Now is the time, right? And some I haven't even discovered that I wanted to do this year. Maybe I needed to get into the year, start on a few, sit with some things, and just flow. And so that's what this is, right? And so I want to talk about it from a place of bold confidence and visibility, from shrinking to shining. And a lot of times, life can happen to us. It does happen to us, and it'll make us or cause us to start shrinking in our thoughts, shrinking in our goals, shrinking down, and going into more of a survival mode. I just need to get through. If I can just get through, right? If I can just make it through. And that becomes our mantra somewhere in the middle of the year. But I'm saying, I feel like we should reclaim this year, reclaim our goals, reset them, do a new vision board if you want. I'm starting from scratch with my vision board. I had goals, but this is my new start from scratch vision board. I did a previous video where I just sat there working on it just so you could see my process. I have a humidifier with rose oil going. I set the vibe. I make sure I'm chill. Usually I'll be playing some music, but I was so focused, I didn't turn it on. But the first part of the video and the first theme that I'm focusing on is radiance, being seen, unapologetically bold, magnetic, invisibility, right? And so I'm going to be looking for images in these old magazines of power poses, of bold fashion statements, women speaking on stages, me in front of cameras, right? My goal is to be on stages. My goal is to just be a keynote speaker more often, paid keynote speaker, whatever your goal is, right? I'm going to be looking at it through the lens of bold visibility, though. And the reason I'm on that is because I remember a time when I was fired twice in one year, and I talk about this a lot. It made me shrink in a lot of ways and think, well, I can't do this or I shouldn't do this. And I'm saying it didn't really take me off course. It redirected me, right? It pushed me to pursue my path, right? I thought I wasn't good enough once I got fired. I thought I couldn't do things. I thought I should just kind of in a way disappear, right? But though that moment, being fired twice in one year, it didn't break me. It redirected me. It gave me the courage to be seen. It gave me the courage to seek out my birth family. I talk about that a lot, how I reconnected to my biological family during that time because I had the space. I had the emotional capacity. I had the actual space to do so, right? And that was such a sacred time because when I started the journey to reconnect to my family, I didn't know what I would find. I didn't know who I would find. I didn't know if anyone would be receptive to me. I didn't know what I was running up on. Okay. I just knew I wanted to do it. And I was scared. I was a little nervous. I was a little afraid. I didn't know. And so, again, that time of being fired, it just cleared my space. It redirected me and it aligned me to the moment that I needed in my life at that time. It gave me courage to be seen and to stop shrinking. And that's why I'm tapping into this bold confidence and visibility, right? And so I want to ask you a few journaling prompt questions, and you don't have to write them down. You're free to write them down. I want to invite you to do that. But really, these questions go with my theme, things that you can kind of ask yourself. And so, since it's about not shrinking and shining, since the theme right now on this first part of the, oh, I got this mic in my hand. And why don't the little mic match my earrings? I could have pinned this on me and I'm cute. Why does it look like an earring? Anyway, and so the questions that I have that I want to just put out there, and I'll pin these in the comments, um around the theme of not shrinking, right? Question one: when have I felt most confident and fully myself? When have I felt most confident and fully myself? I want you to sit with that for a while. Even off the top of my head, I'm trying to think of a time I felt most fully myself. It's probably when I'm talking and encouraging other people, right? It's probably when I'm offering value and encouragement and just putting out into the world what I consider to be, counter narratives to telling us to shrink. Okay, next question. Where in my life am I still dimming my light? Where in my life am I still dimming my light? Where are you still dimming your light? You're dimming your light somewhere. Where? Is it at work? Is it in social settings? Because people always saw you one way and you're trying to bloom. And so you don't want to over bloom in front of the people who used to know you because they're going to say, who are you? What is this? Who do you think you are? Are you kind of tapering off around them? I found myself doing that a lot in the past where I would just, one of my friends got on to me, I would just be vague and they would ask me what I was doing and I wouldn't reveal it. I was shrinking. I was afraid. Where in your life do you shrink even just a little bit? Maybe you share the news, but you turn your enthusiasm down. You're turning it down a notch because you don't want them to tell you too much, honey. You don't take all that, right? Guilty too. Next question. What would it look like and feel like to own the room that I walk into? What would that look like to own the room? Would that be you speaking to more people? Would that be you just smiling and being gracious and happy to be there? How does owning the room look like? And what would that look like for you? How do you show up? What do you have on? Oh, this your room. What you look like? That's the question. This your room. What you look like when you own it. Okay? I'm going to have to sit with that one myself. Next question. What message or story do I need to share more boldly? What message or story or narrative do you need to share in a bolder way? That's a good question. There's something that you need to be sharing. It needs to be, you need to step the thing up. You need to be a little bolder. What is it, right? How can I stop waiting for permission and start showing up right now in this moment? And see, this realignment, this vision board, this is a start of just showing up. Can you just show up on the board like you want to, right? This is your private board. Don't shrink back. Put all the words, put all the pictures. I like words and pictures, but you might like something else, right? It's your vision board. What if you just want, I don't know, pictures of people or something? I don't know, right? But where can you stop waiting for permission? For permission, you can stop right here. Just you ain't gotta have no permission. And so that's a part of these questions are just a part of this process of just tapping into what you need to be envisioning for yourself, what you need to re-envision for yourself, right? Listen, if you're done shrinking, if you're done dimming your light, if you're tired of it, if you're tired of playing it down, right? Then I created Flourish Forward just for you. Okay? It's different levels to this coaching program. It's called Flourish Forward. Not just flourish, flourish forward. It's different tiers, different levels. If you're done hiding, dimming your light, if you're done pretending that you don't have big, bold visions, and goals for yourself. I want you to join me. I'm going to link it probably in the comment that I pinned, but I want you to join me. I want you to stop dimming your light. And I also want you to continue to join me for the rest of the week as we do these vision boards. I'm going to work on having some more words that I put up. These are just, I bought these from like, say Staples or something on clearance. Those sticker letters where I could just, I don't know, I just have packs of them. So I don't even remember when I bought them, probably for such a time as this. And so listen to me. Stop second guessing yourself. Start speaking up. Stop second guessing yourself. Realign to the vision that you have for you unapologetically. Be bold and confident in it. Be visible, be seen, and be you. And so I will see you next time.